Hello, I'm Vincent.
And I'm Andrew.
And today we're reviewing just a few of the lots in our March 2024 Cheshire Stamp Auctions public auction. And we noticed we had a couple of what we call thematic or topical collections in the auction. What lot did you pick out?
223.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a collection of flowers. It's in 43 albums. There's over 10,000 stamps and 1,000 miniature sheets. They're all unmounted mint. We're going to
Beautiful.
put it under the camera now just to give you an idea of what's here.
You okay there, Petal?
Yes, flower. Now,
Oh, it's a bit shiny there. Let me see if I can just
block that.
okay, there we
So
go.
it's largely from the last 40-50 years. A lot of it's Commonwealth. As we got, as you can see, some beautiful issues there from all around the world. Venezuela there. You've got miniature sheets and sheetlets.
They're well protected. They're in hingeless mounts and with interleaving.
Yes.
That's short of a bullet. This collection's so.
So it's alphabetical by country. We've had Venezuela, now we're on to Vietnam. Very comprehensive. Actually shells. We'll ignore that. Right, back onto flowers. It was obviously an extended set that has shells and flowers.
Actually, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I bought some flowers for somebody called Shell once, so that'll do. We'll get away with that. Okay, so we're back onto Vietnam there. As you see, page after page of lovely full unmounted mint sets.
Hold on, let's have a read. How many albums in this?
43, was it?
43 albums like this. Blimey.
Yeah, it's so extensive.
Okay, that's lovely.
Let's see if we can find that. Oh, yeah, we've even got things like imperfect sets there.
I'll tell you what I like about that album is instead of arranging them by flower type,
Yeah, he's gone by
when you can't figure out whether you've got complete sets in the collection, but it's just been arranged by country, which I personally think is better.
And you've got things like this where it has flowers and other themes as well. You've got butterflies and birds. We've got a pie-billed grebe there.
Oh.
We get pie-filled describers sometimes.
Yeah.
Wallace and Fortunas.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
And on and on.
Yeah, all right.
Through to Zambia.
Well, I've got a weirder collection here.
Take those away.
I've got a collection which is lot 215, which is theatre, opera, and performing arts. You'll probably see the description, and it's got some very high-powered items in it, including the famous China 1962 stage art of Mai Lang Fang imperforate set and the famed miniature sheet, which really is something to find in a topical collection, and this collection has rarities like that, but it's got all sorts of things. The great thing about topical collecting is that it doesn't necessarily follow the rules of regular stamp collecting. You can put whatever you like in those collections, whether it's a theatre programme or a postcard. You can mix things up, you can arrange it in the order you like. Andy's collection's in country order. This is arranged more by playwrights and composers, or under the general topic of theatres or theatre architecture or stage poster designs. You can arrange your stamps and items any way you like. What's the weirdest topical collection you've handled in your career?
Well, I wouldn't say it was weird, but it was so extensive, and it was on scouting. But of course, with that, you can encompass things like the Mafeking siege stamps and all sorts of things to do with scouting, whether it's jamborees and camps and so on.
Yeah, I would say the strangest one I had was hands on stamps. Amazing. And one thing I do know about art, and there isn't a lot, is that one of the things that artists find the hardest to do is hands. and you can look at what appears to be a great portrait, and if you drop down, look at the hands, then you might find that somebody else in the studio painted the hands, or the artist who could capture likenesses fabulously had never really practiced doing hands. So the engravings and the paintings of hands on stamps was really quite something to see when they're all pulled together. You can see the different qualities. I've just, this collection's in 12 albums. I've just put a random album under the camera, and you could just see, you can put anything you like, miniature sheets, stamps, maxi cards with the stamp matching the illustration, covers, Wagner issues from booklets.
It's nice that it's intact as well, and none of the rarities have been taken out.
No, it's got all that good stuff. We make a specific note of a few things in here. We've got Gotha, German Soviet zone miniature sheet, and we've got Imperf essays and other interesting German stuff. We've got the very scarce Chinese items.
I was just reading the description. You say it's the China sheets catalogue, £18,000 now.
Yeah, or I think all the. I think. It's
the group of China, £18,000. Yeah.
And really hard to find some of these stamps. So anyway, there we go. I've put that under the camera too, but there are 12 volumes like this, and there can be anything in there. I think I just flagged just a page of Chinese red period, but these are used, nothing spectacular there. Just great to see in a collection. So, collect topicals. If I were you, it's a great sideline if you're busy collecting a country and there's no other country that speaks to you, but you're not finding too much more to put in your collection. Then have a think about something that interests you outside of geopolitics, whether it's the theatre or birds or flowers or marine life. In fact, I remember we sold many years ago a fabulous collection of Ugandan missionary stamps, which you may know are just plain pieces of paper with a bit of violet typewriting on them. And the lady who had won them in the auction rang up to find out what she'd paid, and I told her, and I said, but I thought you were a topical collector. She says, yes. I said, well, I'm looking at these plain pieces of paper. And she said, oh yes, it's from my marine life collection. I just said, well, I can't see any pictures of fish or anything on these. She said, no, the currency was in conch shells. Yeah. There we go. Topical collecting, great fun. Thanks a lot.